So, another week, another financial report. The zero sum budget, also known as the zero based budget, is the topic of this week's Friday film, which builds on the last week's lesson and introduces you to yet another budgeting strategy. Vic here. Welcome to the Finance Wisdom channel, where you can learn all about investing, debt, retirement, and many other financial topics because, let's face it, the schools are going to teach it for us. So, if any of those topics sounds interesting to you, or if you want to learn how to better handle your money and have more financial freedom, sure to hit that subscribe button in the mail next to my name to be notified every time I upload a new video. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make money online with what is a budget based on zero. Hey, let's talk. You need a budget. Essentially, it is a budgeting technique that attempts to make your income minus your spending equal to zero. Recently, it has gained popularity because to Dave Ramsey and his Every Dollar Counts campaign. Here's how to get it up and running. First and foremost, make a list of your monthly earnings, which should include your paychecks. Any profits from a tiny company or other side hustles shall report, any residual or passive income that you may have, and practically whatever extra cash that you bring in during the day. Consider the following. Money is being sent into your bank account, which is considered income. Next, money is being transferred into your checking account, which is considered cost, and so on. Make a list of everything from rent to food to phone and cable bills. Keep it simple and only write down 1 month's worth of expenses because we don't want to get in over our heads here. Next, think about any seasonal expenses that you might have. For example, Christmas is every single December, so be sure to plan for that in your budget if you plan to exchanging gifts. Also, think about any regular expenses that pop up from time to time. I'm talking about things like car tag renewals, a car insurance renewal. Subtract your monthly revenue from the costs that you've already recorded in your journal. There are 440 of them. The first instance in which this is acceptable currently is when you need to make some modifications since your income is larger than your monthly spending. First, congrats for having some extra income left over at the end of the month. However, you should boost either your savings, the amount you give to charity, the amount you pay towards your debt per month, or the amount you spend on yourself. The reason for this is that you want to contribute every money you have available to you. Because if you don't, it's highly possible that the remaining of your money at the end of the month will be spent on some impulsive purchase if the month doesn't start up well. Members, this is, of course, the reason why budgets are necessary in the first place. We need to know where our money is going and why it is going there, because if your money is leaving the house every month to parts unknown, there's one thing we can say for certain. Your money is not working for you, and we want your money to work as hard for you as you do for it if your income is less than your monthly expenses. You need to find some ways to reduce your spending. If your income is less than your feeding outlast, getting ready for your car payments, possibly even by selling your current car, buying a used car for $200 or less, at least until you get your finances under control, or simply using coupons and waiting for sales, one shop are all common ways to cut expenses. Remember, You're not finished adjusting until your income minus your expenses equals zero. I believe there is one question that I should address, and that is whether or not you can use this budget if you have a regular income. The answer is yes, and a good rule of thumb when doing so is that the budget will be based on a lower earning per month for you, and when it comes to expenses, you'll want to make sure that your expenses first cover the four walls, which includes your food, housing cost including utilities, basic clothing, and transportation costs, so basically the things that you have to pay for it. It can be life-changing for some people to discover where their money has been going without them even realizing it. Even if they don't continue to use this budget after that discovery, can help make whatever budgeting method they are currently using work that much better because they're more aware of their spending habits, they know where the problem areas are for them financially. Which, in my opinion, is always a good thing, but I think the people who use this budget will find it to be life-changing. On the plus side, you can counteract this to a degree by doing things like overestimating your variable expenses, such as your utility bills, which are a little bit different every month, and adding in contingency expenses because you are trying to budget for everything with this method. There should realistically be miscellaneous expenses lined on your budget, but that doesn't mean you can put one in something along the lines of miscellaneous unexpected expenses might help you cover the costs of these unexpected expenses if they arise. No. For example, if you were driving in an unfamiliar area and missed a stop sign, you may have been ticketed as a result. While these expenses aren't part of your regular expenses, such as car tabs, they can be enough to throw a wrench in your plans. Having a contingency plan in place can help you stay on track if nothing unexpected like that happens throughout the month. I publish new stuff every Friday, so if you have a friend who might be interested in this kind of content, please forward it to them. Let's get this knowledge out there and create our own financial revolution together.